Yo, what is good, YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys. We have some breaking news. The Miami Dolphins are signing Robbie Anderson out of free agency, adding him to this wide receiver core, and I actually really like this deal. Now, before I get into the video, before I tell you guys why I actually like this deal for Miami, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, join the family. I will be covering the entire NFL offseason, which includes the rest of free agency, the draft, trades, anything that goes down in the NFL. I got you guys covered with the breaking news. So make sure you guys turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we drop a video and every time a move happens in the NFL. But without any further ado, let's get into this video. Now, Robbie Anderson is a guy who's had a very long career so far in the NFL, has played since 2016, and has been very productive over a few of these seasons. Now, if you look back at 2020, when he was on the Carolina Panthers, he had 95 catches for over 1,000 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging 11.5 yards per catch. But over his career, if you look at it from a bird's eye view, he's got 375 catches for over 4,956 yards, 29 touchdowns, while averaging 13.2 yards per catch. Now, the thing I love the most about Robbie Anderson is his speed, his ability to stretch the field and just make big-time plays. And he's very reliable. He's a very reliable guy. I'm talking about just a couple of years ago, he was a very solid wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, and he's never really had a solid QB1. Now, coming over here to Miami, Tua is probably going to be one of his best quarterbacks. He did play with Kyler Murray a little bit last year, but never got the chance to be a go-to target, which I don't think he's going to be here in Miami. When you look at their wide receiver core, you got Jalen Waddle, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Cedric Wilson, who may or may not be on the team, going into the season. You also got Braxton Berrios, who they signed. You got River Craycraft, Eric Azukanama. Let me know if I said that right. They brought in Freddie Swain back over, Braylon Sanders, but they definitely needed another wide receiver to come over here and just add depth overall. Now, when I look at this team, I see more depth, more speed, and listen, you can't add much more speed with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, but they just did with Robbie Anderson. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Robbie Anderson won't come in here and be a day one starter by any means, but what I do think he's going to add is competition and depth overall to the preseason roster, the training camp roster, and he's actually going to fight for a spot. I think they only signed him to a short-term deal, which is fine. I think that is fine. I think he has the ability to come in and make this team, but if he is, I don't really know yet. But overall, I'm loving what the Dolphins are doing. They brought in David Long Jr. as an inside linebacker from Tennessee. They brought in Jalen Ramsey in a big-time trade, acquiring him from the Rams. That is huge. Now you got Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey, Javon Holland in that secondary. That secondary looks very good. Also brought in Deshaun Elliott from Detroit. That was a good pickup. Malik Reed from Pittsburgh, an outside linebacker who has some sort of potential and just adds more depth. So overall, when I look at this team, I see a lot of solid depth, a lot of good players. They've also brought back Andrew Van Ginkel. You got Jalen Phillips, Jerome Baker, Bradley Chubb, Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, the former second-round pick, Zach Seiler coming over from Baltimore. I mean, this team just looks very good right now. I do think there's a couple of holes they have or a couple of places they need to get better in, but so far when I look at this team, I think it is very, very good. If you guys want a full breakdown of the Miami Dolphins, let me know in the comment section down below. And what that is, basically, I'll go through every single one of their signings. I'll tell you what they add, what they need to improve on, or just I'll also break down every single one of their rankings from last season and tell you guys how they improved this offseason so far, maybe what they need to get in this draft. But if you guys want that, hit that like button. If we get to 400 likes on this video, I will drop a full coverage, a full breakdown of the Miami Dolphins. But with that being said, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. Let me know how you guys feel about Robbie Anderson coming over here from the Carolina Panthers. He also played for the Jets and the Cardinals as well. So let me know your guys' opinion on Robbie Anderson. Subscribe if you're new, join the family. I will be breaking down a ton of teams, a ton of roster moves, a ton of breaking news in the NFL. So join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.